Slipping, stumble, never falling. Keep it humble, gather self, then get back to walking. Being anything less than a great is just appalling. Me and my alter ego talk about that often. Count my blessings as I build from all my losses. Can't be sulking, gotta get it still regardless. Still be looking over shoulder as we're close.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Coach Funk, and I would like to welcome you to episode one of the Seedheadz Experience, where we're going to help you cultivate, or let's say we're cultivating digital dreams in Upland. My name is Coach Funk, your host, and let's get started. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to make sure I'm going back and forth, toggling through screens, so bear with me. I'm transparent. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. We're going to talk about the project. Where did it first come from, and where do I see it going in the future with the help of the community that we built. All right. So let me just take a look at a few things. All right, awesome. So today's show is sponsored by you know who, the Evergreen Lasher 7-8 community. All right, and we will cover throughout this podcast series rather, proof, progress, and results. So today we're going to review the rest of 2024 roadmap. We have three purposes for this podcast. Number one is simply to keep it simple. All right. Number two, we want to continue to embrace change, sports, and entrepreneurship. We seek to share a different perspective on topics from a sea head's perspective. And number three, finally, is to discuss the vision of the Seedheadz project. Now it's time to introduce myself. Just for those who don't know, my name is Coach Funk. I'm a former college basketball standout at Division I Robert Morris University in Coriopolis, PA. You could Google me. I'm in the record books. All right. Um, Also, I have three beautiful daughters. I'm the CEO of Homegrown Funk LLC, also creator of the Seedheadz NFT project. I'm a serial entrepreneur for over 13 years, and I'm a member of the Evergreen Lasher 7-8 community in Upland Metaverse. So again, welcome for those who's tuning in, maybe on the recording. I do appreciate you. So let's go ahead and start with the Seedhead story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to bore you from the very beginning. I'm going to skip a lot of stuff for you and sum it up. However, if you do have more questions or things of that nature, please comment in the in the make a post or in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Reach out to me on Discord. Come to Evergreen Lasher 7-8 community and check us out. I'm part of the community. It's just a NFT project that I came up with. And pause for a second. So excuse me, I'm big on giving props where props is due. So I see a lot of people saying they're the first to do this, the first to do that. So I'm just would like to say I'm the first that I know of that actually put in place their NFT project inside of Upland and doing it the way I'm doing it. I'm also the first to bring in a fantasy basketball league powered by NFTs on Wax and within Upland. I'll talk about that a little bit later in this episode because they're part of the Seedhead project. But I've been doing this for since I've started. I had my project since 2022 before I started Upland, and I was looking for a metaverse that I can pretty much create my vision like I'm doing now. Again, I'm a serial entrepreneur, all right, and I've tried many things coming, from the industry of online marketing, internet marketers, of doing those things, network marketing, multi-layer marketing. I've learned a lot of skill sets, skills to use, and different skill sets to bring over to the metaverse, and that's where the C here NFT project came from. Just basically becoming or trying to be creative and using Web3, NFTs, crypto, and the metaverse, now AI, to create my vision. And once I've, integrated myself as a player in Upland Metaverse, I came across some great Uplanders, some great players, very helpful. They're part of the project as well. And we decided to become co-founders of the Evergreen Lasher 7-8 community, me and about five other people. So, I am not the CEO of Evergreen. No, I am part of the community and the Seedheads. I just want to make this clear for everybody to see that what's possible with Evergreen or whatever community you're in. But we're just launching, well, I'm launching my NFT project within the Evergreen Lasher community, where I'm just one. We have multiple other projects that's going to be launched through the community. Look at Evergreen Lasher as a launching pad, a hip hop gardening launching pad for creatives. And the Sea Heads actually have their origin in Evergreen Lasher community. All right, so that's the tie-in. My project and the vibrant hip hop community Evergreen Lasher in Detroit, Michigan. All right. So let's talk about the NFT project itself. All right. So in the beginning, my capital, just being transparent, my capital was very low. All right. So I had to come up with a way to supplement my low capital. So step one of my Seedhead project was to create my own crowdfunding platform. And that's what I did with the Seedheads. So I created a NFT where when I connected it to Upland Metaverse via the Evergreen Lasher community, I came up with the idea to have a total of 70 total NFTs. However, only the first 42 active members, when this sold out, will become in-game assets within by I'm sorry, in-game assets produced by the HGF brand within Upland. All right. So currently we have, let me bring up the information. And I know it didn't shut up or close up on me. No, it didn't. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So currently, and I'm only staying with the 42 C hairs, all right? So, and they have to be active. And I'll go over what active means. So out of 70, we're only going to focus on 42 active C heads, all right? So out of those 42 active C heads, 33 are sold, all right? which 11 are NFT GM tokens for my NFT powered fantasy basketball game, or not game, but league, the FBA. So we currently have 11 GMs looking for one more so we could get started in season three, which by owning the NFT, when you want to sell your team, yeah, you you own the NFT. All right. So you get it. More if you would like more information about that, let me know. So out of those 33 sold, five of those individuals are not active. So let me explain what not active mean, okay? So in the beginning, before we had all this utility and I had the factories and things of that nature, we had the first Seedhead drop. And a few members purchased RC heads and they were in line to become a gnome, an in-game asset within Upland. However, throughout the last 2 years, um, said players have became dormant um, for whatever reason. I don't know what has happened. If something terrible happened, I surely hope they get through it if they're able to, or you know, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not, but however, DC heads, they have profit sharing. So the first 42 that are created in the game and that's active create 34 map assets of each node. One is given back to the owner of the NFT as a drop. You own the C head, so you own one. I keep three for marketing and advertising reasons, and maybe one out of the three I'll keep just for my collection. And the other 30 we sell for a set amount of a set price. However, there's a 5% profit share kickback every quarter that the owner of the seed head receives based on how many of their garden gnomes are sold out of 30. Eventually, after 30, you will definitely um, earn the cost of the said NFT to get started. And moving forward, there will be other opportunities that I would create um, for profit sharing in the future. All right. So, um, five, so not active. We're going to have, I'm throwing a lot of numbers out to you. There are going to be six of the said 42 that's going out for auction at another date, later date rather, and we will speak about that. So that kind of gives you an idea out of all those numbers. People want to know how many NFTC hairs are available. So technically, there's five available before we hit threshold of the six that's left out of the 42 that's going to auction. So five. And out of those five, one is in FBA GM token. So that leaves us with four. And I've spoken with a few people that I have to get back with. And from there, ladies and gentlemen, I will let everyone else know or make an announcement out of those five, how many is left next week. We already know six is going up for auction. Between now and I want to say next week, it could be between two and four that's available. Soon I find out that number after I get back to the individuals that are already spoken with, I will update that number. So let's just say about three will be available outside the auction. So a total of like nine. um, what can I say about the price points before I get into the roadmap? Um, Currently, the prices of the sea hairs were $100 USD, and due to the fact that we're almost sold out and the demand for them, the price for the last two to four will go from $100 to $150. All right. So now the last two to four will be a base price of $150. So just being upfront, ladies and gentlemen, that's how much it would cost to be part of that our project, unless I have spoken with you and we are working on some type of solution. All right. So if you have any other questions about the price point, how many is left, leave a comment, DM me on Discord or on X. I am on X at Evergreen Losher on X. Um, yeah, so get in contact with me and we will figure something out, and then I'll let you know when the auction and when the other two to four will be available next week. So let me check out the agenda. Awesome. So let me go ahead and share my screen so we could go over the roadmap. One second. This should be it. Let's see. Awesome. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. Should be good. Let me just check. How, oh, there we go. Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. Are we still live? You hear me? I hope so. I hope we get this. Let me go back and see where we is at or here. Awesome, awesome. Here's my ladies, 2022 quarter one. So as I stated earlier, um, quarter one is when I started and launched the crowdfunding initiative. All right. And it's still ongoing because I still have about nine um, Seedhead NFTs to still sell. As you see, I'm very selective with some of the people and who I allow. It wasn't no public sales. As you know, I'm pretty sure y'all have been hit as well about, with people on Twitter saying, let's flood this with these Asian buy. And I don't even read those messages. I wanted to make sure that, you know, one, 99.9999% of individuals that holds a seed head plays upland. All right, to give that connection. All right, so I was very selective, and we still, like I said, had around eight. You know, 8 out of 42 that's going to come in the game as a garden. The other, 23 out there, we're going to come up with something, some other assets. Upland is always coming up with different things, and we're going to be creative and wait and see how we can bring in the next batch of Sea Heads non-map assets. All right. So in quarter two, uh, Upland NFTs Block Explorer. So what this was, that's when I believe I became a director, and I realized that we can use our PNG files as our director block explorer. So there's been one, two, as of now that I know of, about three C heads that actually used their PNG file and uploaded it to Upland when they came eligible to be have their own block explorer in the game. So they're all one of ones. And just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't say this, but each seed head, each individual seed head is a unique one of one. So they're all one of ones, 40, 70 total one of ones. So your seed here would is not is unique. It's rare. It looks like no other. All right. It has its own personal traits. Um, I created and put together a upland marketing system. It is complete for the most part. It's not. I don't. I'm not ready to implement it in the project right now. It's on the back burner. We haven't even. I haven't rather even completed selling out the first 42. Just know it's there and some training and will be coming later on that. All right. What else? In 2022, the HEF Collective Merch Store, 5% price. Oh, that's another profit share off of a physical merch store, surrounded by a surrounding rather the Seedheadz project. So that's up. I have to create and get some other designs pumping to really start pushing that, but that's up and ready. Again, not focused on pushing that right now. My main focus is completing the first stage, which is all 42 Seedheadz purchased. What else? And also in the quarter two of 2022, I released the first drop of the Seedheadz. 2022 quarter three, Coaches Cross is completed. That's free to each Seedhead. If you haven't received one, get on me and I'll get you a free copy. How to generate leads for upland training ongoing. I still need to collect some data about the player base in the game, especially now that this new initiative with the Sparklet hitting a exchange is coming. So that's a different type of player that's starting to come into the game. So I paused that a little bit just to collect some more data, maybe until the end of the year to see the best way to to generate the type of players that's Upland is generating or gravitating to them or is bringing into their atmosphere. All right. Cannabis grow community. We have that completed within our Discord. Quarter four of the same year, the fantasy basketball league season one that's actually completed. It's called the FBA basketball league. We actually have another crowdfunding or profit sharing uh, mechanism created for this. So through my company, I purchased the file using the crowdfunding funds that I had from earlier, the initial. Again, see how I'm not taking any money out. I'm growing the project. And I created a basketball hoop, which now that I'm selling because it's produced in Upland, and then I'm already done. I'm not done completely, producing them, but I have enough, about 75, and I've sold some pre-orders. And but needless to say, a portion of that, about 24%, will be giving to the league winner after this season, which is actually our third season. We completed our second season last year. Shout out to last season's champion, the Head Crackers, uh, representing Evergreen last year, 7-8. I'm just saying, Evergreen is in his house. All right. But yeah, so we got that popping. Web3 ongoing. We have that ongoing upland gamification ongoing. What this is I'm using the tools that Upland gives us when they release it to us to improve my project within Upland. So that will always be ongoing. Um, I do have, I believe I'm in the talks of something amazing for Evergreen and the Seedheadz, but I don't want to let the cat out the bag. But again, I am in talks with possibly doing something. So that's awesome. Um, Let's go to layer two, access beta onboarding or ongoing rather. So I have created multiple spatial sites, multiple nowhere sites, things of that nature that I've been tested and had events in. So I'm pretty much trying to hold off with that, to be honest, ongoing with it, to see what nowhere and Upland has up their sleeves. So again, I try to leverage Upland's technology and their systems and tools to just make it a smoother transition to fully integrate it, my project with Upland. All right. So let's see. Now in quarter one of 2023, the Evergreen 7.8 Spark chain was created. As of date, we're around 93 completed community structures in our Evergreen Lasher community, all free. We didn't charge anyone. We just had a minimal stake, and we almost about we're close to 100, which will be a huge accomplishment for us. All right. Start collection. Oh, so in quarter one of 2023, I started the construction of my small factory and showroom. It was completed. I created a few partnerships for Evergreen, and that's still, ongoing. Let's get to 2000, the quarter two rather. NFT powered entrepreneur online university. That's ongoing. I'm gathering more information. I have some of it set up now. Some of the Seedhead NFT members, they are witnessing the first stages of that now, because the token gated community was completed this last month actually. So it's still ongoing. It will never, I ain't gonna say it would never be finished, but it's nowhere close to being launched now. Again, I'm waiting on seeing what Upland and Nowhere is going to do with these cafes. So that would be very imperative to implement that. All right. So I was happy in quarter two of that year. The second drop of Sea Heads was on April 20th. That was 420 of last year. And we had a few more members come in. Then we went to quarter three. My first meta was open in quarter three. So the HDF Collective B shop was open. The C Heads open in Meta Ventures in EL78. Multiple C Head members currently. C Head members, I think we're about 15 Meta Ventures and counting. About 20 overall open in Evergreen right now and growing. A few more coming. We have a little bit of everything. We have three racing speedways, a few showrooms, ornament showrooms, factories, football shops. When I say football, I'm talking about soccer, racing, legit shops. We got wow. What else? We got carts, a cart showroom, another cart showroom coming. We have a car factory, a cart factory, Evergreen. Look at Evergreen, ladies and gentlemen. It's the reason why I decided to launch my project in Evergreen. All right. What else? Brand new training I put together. It's a series of 4 to 5 videos that I have for you. That's completed. That's available to anybody who would like to watch them. That's a seed head holder. FGF Collective Factory Map Assets open. I opened that in quarter three of 2023. Then we went to the last quarter of the same year, produced my first map assets, and sold it in my showroom in the last quarter of 23. C Heads received profit share for C Heads they own, misprint. Again, I'm transparent. Don't mind me. I will fix it for next time I go over this. But that was completed. My showroom had the first drop for free. I believe that was for the community. Was December 11th, 2023. Released my third drop of Seedheadz, um, November 2023. Opened up another Meta Ventures, the variety shop. Created chapter 2 and 3 of the Seedhead saga. So still working on that. We only on like chapter 3. More about that later, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to jump into 2024, quarter 1. Right here, I started to scale up the Meta Ventures from map assets profit, more Blender files, and start buying more Spark. Um, Evergreen Lasher website was up. I mean, completed and put online. It's still ongoing as far as updates. I also started the construction of the Garden Tour Speedway in the first quarter. Open Meta Ventures in Miami to spread out uh, the brand a little bit, to spread the Seedhead brand out, and that's doing fairly well. Fairly well. I don't push a lot of things out there right now because we're building up Evergreen, but it is there up and running and ready to go if need be. Let's go to quarter 2. So attended the Genesis Week live in Las Vegas. Worked on bringing more layer twos to Evergreen. Well, before I even go either further, I must say, ladies and gentlemen, if you have never been to Genesis Week, and it's feasible for you to come. I hear people they halfway around the world, and the cost is ridiculous. I wouldn't go either. However, if you would ever get the opportunity to make a Genesis Week, we're planning to. I'm planning to try to make it because I'm in the United States every year. It's a business trip. It don't even seem like a business trip. It's a great networking trip, and it's a great opportunity to meet the players that you've grown to become family with. Like you could actually shake the other members of your community hand, have a laugh. Like it's nothing about the like in person contact with people you spend over 2 years meeting online and get the opportunity just to sit down and have a beer, have some wine, have a laugh, race cars, just eat a meal together, ladies and gentlemen. The experience itself is invaluable. All right. So that's my plug on Genesis Week. I know, you might have your own way of looking at things. I don't like them. If I see, listen, people hang with who their energy allows them to hang with. If it's people you gravitate, I'm guarantee it will be someone that you will be able to get along with and enjoy that those few days with. All right. So that's my plug. Be at Genesis Week 2025. All right. So what else? Start this came back. I was able to spread the word of this project, and to my surprise, a lot of people really dug the project and wanted to become part of it. So with those funds, I was able to expand a little bit more. So let a rug pull. C heads they have to have for one file each because they're one on one. So I have to utilize those funds that I make off the initial sale of the NFT and use that to create and go and pay outsource because I can't do it. The file for said C head. So I'm literally making peanuts on the initial part of it. So trust me when I say I'm building something here. I'm building something for us. It's a crowdfunding, you know, project over in general. I'm just trying to be transparent to show you what I'm doing, and you're hearing it from me. Um, is it still a lot of work needs to be done? Yes. Yes, this is a baby. Upland is a baby. So, for those who invested in my vision and is a part of this project, I promise you not to let y'all down. What else? Start construction on the speedway. I think I put that up. Yeah, I did. So that's not started construction. It was completed construction. So that was completed. So I told you this live construction of Garden Tour Speedway. So that that my speedway was completed in quarter two. So now we're currently in quarter three update. So continue to promote the Seedhead project, NFT project. What I'm doing now, I'm giving an update. So what's going on? Garden Gnome EL78 map asset challenge development slash gardens season one pimp your property alpha testing resources. So that's a lot. But basically, what that is, ladies and gentlemen, I came up with two creative ways to engage in the economy of Upland. One is pimp your property. We did that last season. We taken a break this season to do another project, but that will be coming back. Pimp your property will be coming back. So keep an eye out for it. It will start in during harvest season. All right, more information about that. But I took a break, and now we're doing Gardens season one resources. Um, it's closed testing now. I have it was the sign up was ended August 31st, and we have the participants that's testing. What's great about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that in this gardens game per se, it kind of align. Well, I ain't gonna say kind of. It aligns with uh the seasonal tasks. So the reason why I say it's resources because I'm in the works or in the process of talking with a few people of possibly bringing in a layer two, layer three game, and if so, these will be some of the resources um, that's needed in the game. So this is technically a drop if you look at it. I get creative now. I try little different things. Now some people might take part of it, some might not, but those who do, you never know how rare and important these items are. So thank you for those who are participating and more information about those two projects moving forward because I will have a garden seasons too. So um, what else? Let's go. I'm looking forward to completely filling out the FBA. Currently, we had around 11 GMs stated, like I stated earlier, and we just need one more. And that should be coming soon. Again, if you're interested in a fantasy basketball league, a one-time fee for the FBA GM token is 100 USD. And all the other GMs they paid 100 USD. So I'm gonna keep that the same. I'm not greedy. That's going to stay the same. So we have one more GM, but you have to play fantasy basketball. All right. What else happened? Oh, so a milestone for me was the first ever profit share payout from selling guarding gnomes inside of Upland. That's huge for me, and hopefully for those who receive their first profit share from their Seedhead NFT, felt that that was huge for them too. No matter how much it was, the fact that it worked for me. The fact that I was able to follow through with on my end once a quarter and pay out, and give back to those individuals that buy and purchase the NFTs earlier on, about 2 years ago. It took that long, and they've been rocking out with me that long. This is not an overnight project. So thank you to those who rocked out. What else? Oh, yes, I did state that I created the token gated Seedhead community in Discord. And that's so far it right now. I might add some in quarter three, but I'm trying to slow down a little bit and focus on, completing. Technically, I'll show you here of making sure I have the first 42 C heads that's becoming guardian gnomes. In someone's hands, in the right person's hands. So my goal for the last quarter of 2024 is complete the ownership of all 42 C heads. And from there, I'll just starting for quarter one of 2025, I'll start writing different or updating next year in quarter four. Yeah. So if you do, I know that was in and out choppy. I get it. This is not scripted, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just talking, having a conversation with you. Some might like it, some might not. I get it. However, this is me. And that's the beautiful thing about, becoming an entrepreneur in Upland, in the metaverse, in Web3. You could be who the fuck you want to be, So as long as my heart is pure and I'm trying to help someone, I could care less what people think. So rock with me if y'all want to rock with me. I hope you rock with me because I'm true. I'm a good guy. However, some people are just stuck in their ways, but I promise you, my heart is pure. So let me go ahead and stop sharing that for a moment and get back to what else. Oh, okay. Another point that I do want to make is the 2024 GM Team Select raffle for the five replacements will take place on August 4th, 2024. I will do a spin wheel one at a time, however I do it. I'm not going to do it live. I'm just going to record it and share it. And for those new GMs, you will see what team you have, and once I post the video, I will DM you the list of that team, and then you can DM me back what three keepers you would like to keep going into next season. All right, very smooth process. I'm not going to just give people teams. I'm going to make it random. I can say that each one of the five teams that's being replace have two superstars apiece and a star on a team. So each one of you will be happy with whatever team you get, and we could go ahead and have a successful season three. All right. What else? I'm almost done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to keep you too long. One or two more points, really one. Last part is if you would like to become a member and purchase that last GM slot, again, it's $100 USD. We set it up and Upland by purchasing the NFT to own your NFT at one of my showrooms. Once that's completed, you will have everything you need. You will have your wax NFT, the access to selecting your team, access to our fantasy chat. Come hang out with us, build up some relationships, and get ready for the draft, I believe, in October. All right. So, in closing, I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you rocked out with me, dealt with my in and out, my jabbering, me just being me. I appreciate you. You the real hero. If I didn't answer, or if you was looking for a particular question answered and I didn't answer it, please get in contact with me. Um, you could comment on this post. You could find me on X at Evergreen Launcher. You can find me in Discord. You could join our Discord, which is Evergreen Launcher, and the link will be in the description. Yeah, I'm around. I'm not hard to find. I'm normally always in Evergreen. I don't go nowhere. We're on a collection push right now, so yeah. Shout out to Evergreen. Always, man. We on that collection push. Shout out to the Wood Hood for was securing that collection for July. Man, that awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. You know what I'm saying? First one in Detroit. Hopefully we could be the second one in Detroit to follow your lead. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the coach, man. It was my pleasure just speaking about my project, giving you a heads up, sharing a little bit about the project. I didn't get too in depth with it because we would have been on here for about 5 hours, and we don't need that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I will have these once a quarter or maybe once a week. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that schedule. A lot of stuff is happening in my life now. My oldest daughter is getting married. Yeah. Yeah. But a lot of stuff is happening. So I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, but life be life. So I'm just trying to get adjusted to my new schedule with everything in life, or with life going on. So definitely, this is only episode one. Episode two will be coming within the next few weeks, if not next week. Just to have some interviews with some of the Seedheads. You never know. You just never know who might pop up on you. Uh, but with that being said, my name is Coach Funk, Evergreen Lasher, one of Evergreen Lasher's co-founders, and the CEO of the Seedhead NFT project. Thank you for taking out the time of hearing me, hearing about the project. You are the true hero. Thank you.